is the best character in Squad Busters 2.0. The characters all got a rework, changing their abilities in the recent update. Today, I'm going to be ranking all of them to see who's the best. Starting off, we have the Archer, and I'm going to put her all the way down in the C tier. She really isn't that useful. Her main ability is just that she increases the area that your squad can attack from, which is useful, but not all that great. Then we have Bandit, who I'm going to put in the D tier. All she does is give you an extra coin or two when busting a big monster. I haven't found it to be very useful at all. Maybe with the Royale King should be really useful, but I mainly use the Archer Queen and the Mortis, but with them she doesn't seem to be very good. Then we have Barbarian, and he's good with the Barbarian King. His health and damage are quite powerful, so I'm going to rank him in the A tier. Then we have Battle Healer, who's also going in the A tier. Her extra health is really, really useful. It can help you survive a lot of situations that you normally wouldn't be able to, because it's a lot of extra health. Her additional health is so powerful, it can actually, at least it used to, be able to double the health of some units. Then we have B, who again I'm putting in the A tier. Her Bs are really useful to pick off low health squaddies if the opponent has moved away to protect those squaddies, and I really like to use her basically whenever I can, just because of how powerful that is. Then we have Bo, who is F tier. He's got high damage, but his ability is only useful against monsters, and that just makes him kind of useless. Then we have Chicken, who I am for sure putting in the S tier. He's one of my favorite characters to use. The infinite turbo that you, basically infinite turbo that you get when you have him at ultimate is so handy, and I would definitely recommend having him in your squad. Then we have Colonel Ruffs, who's another S tier unit. Again, his ability, the ability to make your units into a mega immediately, is so broken because you could have him in your starting lineups. You can start with your hero, a mega, and your Colonel Ruffs. Then your next chest, you can pick another unit. Then your third chest, you can pick a Ruffs and have 2 megas, fused Ruffs, and your hero. You keep doing that until you run out of Ruffs. Then we have Colt, who I'm going to put in the C tier. He has really, really, really high damage, but often the damage of squaddies doesn't really matter, and his damage actually takes a while to unload because his shots do take quite long to unload, so I don't find him very useful. Then we have Dr. T, who as a summoner is quite good with Mortis, and surprisingly I'm not putting him in the F tier. I'm going to put him up in the C tier. And his crab can be quite useful with Mortis's monster charge ability, because you get that crab with all your other monsters charging into the opponent's squad. Then we have Dynamite, who I'm going to put up in the B tier. His area damage is still quite good. He doesn't do as much damage as he used to, he's not nearly as broken, and you can't get more than one of him, so it's not as good as he used to be. He is still quite good, just not quite as good. Then we have El Primo, who is basically just a tank who can heal a lot, so I'm putting him in the C tier. He isn't that good, but he's okay, I guess. Again, C tier units aren't that good. Then we have Alita 1, who, if paired with the Chicken, can be pretty decent because of her damage, so I'm going to put her up in the B tier. She can have really high damage if you've been turboing for a while, but other than that, she's not that great. Then we have Frank, who I'm putting up in the S tier. He gives a 50% stun recovery, just all the time. So if you get stunned for a second, you're now only stunned for half a second. It's really, really good. Then we have Goblin, who I'm going to put in the D tier. All he does is give you a few coins. That's literally it. He has damage and health, but it's not that much of either. So he can help build your squad, but he's just really not that good. Then we have Greg, who I'm going to put in the C tier. He's not that good, but if you are in a pinch, his trees can be really useful for the healing and just the coins to be able to build your squad again. Then we have Heavy, who I'm going to put in the C tier as well. His extra health to hot shots sounds really good, except it's not that good. He does do quite a bit of damage and has quite a bit of health. and of course he buffs your hotshot squaddies, but there are just better commons that you can pick, such as Chicken. Then we have the Hog Rider, who I'm still putting in the S tier. His ability that, especially at Ultimate, how good it is so useful. Like, you basically double your speed for the next couple of seconds, and you can really easily chain touching grass patches like that. It's so useful. Then we have the Ice Wizard, who is going down in the C tier. His ability is the same as it used to be, but it's really hard to get it charged in the fast-paced, chaotic fights that we have now. Like, you could have your Ice Wizard charge up, go up to fight somebody, and they use an ability and instantly kill him before he gets his ability out. Like, it's not nearly as useful as it used to be. Then we have Jessie, who I haven't really used since the update dropped, but as a summoner unit, she could be good with Mortis. The only problem is that her summon stays at your chest. It doesn't move around with your squad like the other ones do. So I'm going to put her in the B tier. She has decent damage. Her summon can be really useful for controlling the map, and she'll get buffed by Mortis if you're using him. Then we have Leon, who is definitely the S tier. His abilities are so good. The only problem, again, these epic units can be really hard to get, because once you get to epics, you're mainly fighting other players, so it can be really hard to actually open chests and get the epic units that you want. But Leon's abilities are just so good. I would definitely recommend picking him if you can. Then we have Mavis, who I'm going to put in the C tier with Greg, because her abilities are basically the exact same as Greg's. I don't think she heals you, though. I don't quite remember. Then we have Max, who is also going in the S tier. It seems like all the speedsters are still S tier. They're really good. Max boosts your squad speed, and that is phenomenal. It's exactly what you need from your Max. Like, I start every single match with Ruffs and Max, and it works so well because I get the Mega Max, whose ability will recharge every time I bust a monster, and I get the speed boost from the Max, which is just insane. Then we have Medic, who I'm going to put in the A tier. His healing is really good, and he's rare, so he's pretty easy to get, and all in all, he's just an all-around solid unit. Then we have the Miner, who is going in the C tier. He's not that good. He's coin ability is kind of good, especially if you have a Royale King and Trader combo. Getting the coins can be really good, but you have to get the turbo from having a Chicken. Then we have Nita, who with Mortis is actually a surprisingly good unit. I'm putting her in the B tier. By the way, for this tier list, I am quite biased to Archer Queen and Mortis, as they're the main heroes I have been playing. But Nita's summon can be really good with Mortis in his monster charge ability, because her bear will charge with Mortis's bats and any other summons you have in your squad, and can actually tank damage for your other summons and deal quite a bit of damage itself. Then we have Optimus Prime, who I'm going to put in the B tier. He can heal your squad, he can tank a bit of damage, and he can deal quite a bit of damage. Like, he's pretty versatile, but I think he needs to be tankier to actually be able to do stuff, or his healing needs to be buffed. Then we have Pam, who I'm going to put in the B tier. Her healing is really solid, and she's just like a pretty good pick for epics. The fights, you can more stay in one spot now than you used to be able to, so her heal stations are better. Also, squaddies generally have less health, so the healing is more powerful because it's very similar to what it used to be. Then we have Penny, who is also going in the C tier with the rest of the suppliers. Again, she's probably pretty good with Mortis, but or not Mortis, Royale King. She's probably pretty good with Royale King, but I don't really use Royale King, so I honestly don't know. If you like using these suppliers with your Royale King, go for it. I'm just here giving suggestions on what I think are kind of the current good troops, but honestly, just use whatever you want. Whatever you know is working, just use that. This is just something that I put together to kind of like show which units I think are the best. Then we have Poco, who I'm going to put all the way up to the top of the A tier. His healing is so good. If you start winning a fight, you are not losing that fight, because any units that have taken damage will likely be either full health or pretty close to full health after he's done healing. Then we have Shelly, who is going in the C tier. Sad, because she used to be so good. She doesn't have her super shell anymore, but she has the Band-Aid ability, which will heal her when she gets to low health. And it will instantly recharge whenever she busts an enemy, or not she, but whenever you bust an enemy. So it can be charged pretty much all the time, but it does heal her a lot, but she's not really tanky enough for that to have a lot of effect. Then we have Tank, who I'm going to put up in the A tier. Not that high in the A tier, bottom of the A tier. She does a lot of damage, has a bit of health, but shoots really slowly. So if you can get her locked onto the hero, that's really good. But if not, she can take out a squad or two. It's pretty useful. Then we have Trader, who's going in the S tier. His Super Potion is so good. Or not Super Potion, Mega Potion. It's so good. It will boost your squad's defense by so much and your speed. And I'm not entirely sure all what it buffs, but I know it makes you take less damage and you get much faster. Then we have the Witch, who I'm going to put in the C tier. She's okay with Mortis. All her skeletons will shoot out with your monster charge, but other than that, she's definitely not worth picking. Then we have the Wizard, who I'm going to put in the top of the A tier as well. His ability to make your abilities charge 25% faster ultimate is so good. I would definitely recommend adding him to your squad if you get the chance. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far into the video, please consider liking and subscribing. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!